Once upon a time, in a busy city filled with noise and hurry, there was a man named Leo. Leo owned a small business selling handmade furniture. He loved his work, but every day brought new challenges. Some days customers were unhappy. Other days supplies were late, and sometimes money was tight. Leo often felt stressed and worried about the future of his business. One evening, after a long and difficult day, Leo sat in his workshop, tired and frustrated. He remembered an old book his grandfather had given him years ago. It was about Stoicism, an ancient philosophy. Leo had never read it, but that night he decided to give it a try. As he turned the pages, he discovered ideas that would change the way he saw his business and his life. The first lesson Leo learned was about control. Stoicism teaches that some things are in our power, and some are not. Leo realized he spent too much time worrying about things he couldn't control, like the economy, the weather, or what customers thought of him. Instead, he decided to focus on what he could control: the quality of his work, his attitude, and how he treated his customers. This simple shift made him feel lighter. He stopped wasting energy on things he couldn't change. The second lesson was about obstacles. The Stoics believed that obstacles are not just problems. They are opportunities to grow. Leo remembered a time when a big order was canceled last minute. At the time, he had been angry and discouraged, but now he saw it differently. That canceled order had pushed him to find new customers, and in the end his business grew stronger. He started to welcome challenges, knowing they would make him better. The third lesson was about fear. Many business owners, including Leo, were afraid of failure. But Stoicism taught him that failure is just feedback. It's not the end, it's a lesson. Leo began to see mistakes as part of the journey. When a new design didn't sell well, he didn't give up. Instead, he asked, "What can I learn from this?" This mindset helped him improve his products and his business. Another important idea was about emotions. Stoicism doesn't say we should never feel angry or sad. Instead, it teaches us not to let emotions control us. Leo used to react quickly when a customer complained. Now, he took a deep breath and thought before responding. This made his relationships with customers much better. Time was another big lesson. The Stoics believed that life is short, and we should use our time wisely. Leo had spent many hours stressing over small problems. Now, he asked himself, will this matter in a year? If not, he let it go. This helped him focus on what truly mattered, building a business he was proud of. One of the hardest but most powerful lessons was about money. Stoicism teaches that wealth is not the key to happiness. Leo realized he had been chasing success just for the money. But now, he focused on the joy of creating something valuable. His business became more than just a way to earn a living. It became a way to express himself. As months passed, Leo's business changed. He was calmer, wiser, and more resilient. When problems came, he faced them with patience. When things went well, he stayed humble. His customers noticed the difference. They trusted him more. His business grew, not because he chased success, but because he focused on doing good work. One day, a young man visited Leo's workshop, Pato. He was starting his own business and felt overwhelmed. "How do you stay so calm?" he asked. Leo smiled and handed him the old book on Stoicism. "Read this," he said. "It's not just about business, it's about life." The young man left with the book, and Leo knew the lessons would help him too. Because Stoicism wasn't just a philosophy, it was a way of living. It taught that success isn't about having everything perfect. It's about handling imperfection with wisdom and strength. And so, in that busy city, Leo's story spread. Not because he was the richest or the most famous businessman, but because he had found something even more valuable: peace of mind. And that, he learned, was the greatest success of all. Years later, when people asked Leo the secret to his success, he always said the same thing: Stoicism didn't just help me in business, it helped me in life. And that was the truth. Because when we learn to face challenges with courage, to accept what we can't change, and to focus on what truly matters, we don't just build better businesses, we build better lives. The end.